Hey guys, SK here, back with another Clash Royale video, and I'm currently ranked 646 in the world, 2469 ratings, so doing okay, not too bad. I just wanted to show you guys this one replay that I had against Royal Hogs, Royal Recruits, because this deck has been kind of dominating the meta for a while, and especially with the Goblin Hunt version recently, it's been used less now, but this version I went against like a couple hours ago and was able to win. And I'm playing this new Queenbow deck. So this Queenbow deck is the newest, best Xbow deck in the meta right now with Ice Spirit or Electro Spirit, up to you. I've played with both personally, but I do think it's quite important to know how to play this match, especially because they do have the flying machine and you have a rocket, not a fireball. So this is like a pretty bad matchup actually, and it's really important to know how to play this one because it's one of the most annoying decks in the meta, and you are going to go against it quite a bit, so you do have to know how to play it. So I was able to beat this guy, R.A. Surreal. As you can see, he's at 2,600 trophies right now, or medals, top 400. He's a pretty good player in his own right, you know, 155 best ladder finish, so he's definitely not too bad of a player with recruits. I'm not sure if he's actually like a good recruits player or not. He might be recruits main, honestly, but I was very happy with this win. And again, because we have the rocket, not the fireball for the flying machine, it is quite a tough matchup. So I want to show you guys how to navigate this, kind of give you a blueprint on how to deal with this. This is going to be kind of a matchup guide / breakdown of this one replay. I haven't done this type of video in a while. I used to do a lot of these like about a year ago, I remember, with Thurpano against like Balloon Cycle, against Ramrider, P.E.K.K.A, Lightning, stuff like that. But let's get right into the replay here, and I will be kind of breaking down individual plays, so I might pause at some points if necessary. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and please make sure to like and subscribe if you do enjoy it. So starting out with an E-Spirit, pretty standard play. I believe he goes Zappies all in the same lane to activate King, and I just rocket them. This is definitely a very aggressive play, but I knew that I would need some tower damage. He goes for pigs. I go Valk Skeletons, not Valk Log. Valk Skeletons would, or Valk Log rather, would pretty much full counter instead of pigs, but I decided to skeletons instead. I don't know why, honestly. I knew it was recruits after seeing the pigs. I just thought maybe it would be better to go skeleton instead of log because it's one cheaper, and also I could maybe save log. As you can see, I'm already kind of annoyed because I know it's going to be recruits and it's a very hard counter, so I was kind of frustrated. But yeah, he goes for a cage here, and I cycle a log first before going cannon because I don't want to play cannon like right when he goes cage, because basically the cannon's lifetime will deteriorate, whereas the cage's lifetime doesn't matter at all. It's the Goblin Brawler that comes out that actually matters, so that would be kind of annoying. But he goes recruits right now, and this is kind of a tough situation. I have to figure out how to defend this, so I go E-Spirit in the right, Valk in the left because the Brawler's also coming down the left lane. Then I go Queen instantly to snipe the flying machine because it is kind of susceptible right there, and then I pop ability and skeletons kite everything towards the middle. He goes pigs, but I am able to get back to my cannon just barely in time, and Queen is alive, so I actually take no damage at all from this, I believe. Really perfect defense, honestly. Okay, I take like one pig hit, but that was honestly the best thing I could have asked for, and my Queen is getting back to her ability because Queen's ability cooldown is pretty short. I think it's only like 15 seconds or something. You can definitely get back to it pretty easily. So here I get some chip on the tower, not bad at all. I get 2 hits. So I am kind of opening up my options. I could go left or right. I go Xbow in the left right now, and he goes for Zappies. So I go log plus E-Spirit right away. He goes for a cage, which is definitely a misplay. I think he should have just gone maybe fireball, but because of that misplay, I was able to get a small lock here, because obviously he's not going to go for pigs or fireball on this 1 HP Xbow. I believe he might be going for pigs right now, though. I go skeletons. Skeletons does full counter Goblin Brawl, if you guys didn't know, so very useful play. And I'm up 1,000 damage right now, which is honestly huge in this matchup, so it's perfect. And this is kind of the play that I have to decide how to get around. Like, you kind of have to have a game plan, because to go recruits the back, you can't just do whatever. You kind of have to know what you're doing. Like, okay, when you go recruits the back, I'm going to go Valk one side, I'm going to go cannon in the middle, going to save my Queen for the flying machine. You have to have a game plan like that, so I kind of am formulating it as we go in this match, but by doing this analysis, I hope I'll also be able to kind of synthesize that game plan in my mind and kind of get better at it moving forward. But I decided to go Valk one side, pre-cannon, because I don't want to cycle a Queen, obviously, until he goes flying machine, if possible. I believe he just fireballs his cannon right now, which is fine. That's a -1 trade. I log the side that I want tower damage on, and here I decided to rocket the flying machine because I'm not going to let it get infinite value. I think it's definitely worth taking that rocket. As you can see, I'm already back to another cannon because I was just able to cycle pretty quickly. So you also want to log on the pigs because cannon by itself doesn't full counter pigs, so you want to log skeletons or E-Spirit, any combination of those, to make sure you full counter. And then I go defense successful this time, just because I kind of feel like it, I guess. He goes recruits in front, so I decided to go Valk on the right, I believe, on top of the 2 Zappies and the recruits, and then Queen right on top of the flying machine. And then my Queen almost dies, but it does take the flying machine out. He goes pigs again. I'm already back to another cannon, and I log. I actually missed the Zappy, which is a misplay. I technically took like a few hundred extra damage because of that, but it's fine. Right now, I believe I go Xbow, thinking he's going to commit to my queen on the right. I didn't pop ability because I thought he would just definitely go Barb Barrel, but he didn't, unfortunately, so he's just able to full counter me, unfortunately, and as you can see, I'm kind of frustrated because I don't know why he did that. If I just popped ability, I would have gotten at least like 2 hits on the right. Maybe he was fine ignoring that, I don't know. I go Valk here. This is kind of sketchy, but don't panic. I just go... So when they go Flying Machine like this, and you go Cannon or Valk in the middle, don't panic. As you guys can see, I pretty much just didn't panic at all, and I recognized, okay, I have Skeletons next up in cycle. I'm going to go E-Spirit to retarget, and then instantly go Skeletons to block the Flying Machine. That's exactly what I did. You know, I'm not too worried about it. He thinks he did something there, but I just get back to Skeletons, and Valk walks up in time, so I'm able to get the tanking down, and that's going to be pretty good. As you can see, I'm actually looking pretty good in this match. Not down too much elixir consistently, and honestly doing pretty well. So I go Queen here. No Flying Machine in cycle. Don't really have a better cycle play. I log on the left. I'm always log cycling on the recruits on the side that I need tower damage on if I can help it. Valk to protect my queen ability as well. If he goes Pig's not going to do anything at all. I could honestly go Xbow with this Valk, but it's so low on HP, it's definitely going to be a bad Xbow. So actually go in on the right here, and I go Cannon Skeletons instantly. I do have to get a Valk down for the Flying Machine, but sadly he does get the Flying Machine on tower, so again I just do the same E-Spirit retarget play. I do get a big lock on the right as well, so really nice stuff there. That's going to, you know, even though I did take quite a bit of damage there, I was able to sacrifice a bit of damage, get a huge lock, and that's going to put you in the lead again. And now moving into triple, it's going to just be a pure instance of how to defend perfectly against recruits. I go defense Xbow, I go cannon up high, he tries to fireball, he hits absolutely nothing with that fireball, and now I think I can just rocket tower because I just forced his fireball out, or rather he just wasted his fireball, and I have an Xbow alive. So here I go log on the right again, always going for it on the side that you want to get tower damage on. I go Queen, and Queen almost dies, but survives on 1 HP. That is so clutch. If that messed up, I might have actually lost the game. So it's something I could have learned from this, actually, because my Queen almost died, right? So instead of getting aggressive and logging on the right, what I could have done here is I could have logged these recruits, logging them backwards, getting the Flying Machine to walk in front, and that would have made me able to defend this much easier, because as you can see, it just barely locks onto the recruit instead of the Flying Machine. So if I logged on the left, definitely would have targeted the Flying Machine first, so a little bit of learning for myself, I guess, but Queen does survive. Thankfully, I'm okay and alive. Go for a cannon up high again, anti-fireball placement. He's spamming at the bridge with the Flying Machines, but I'm ready with the Valk. Skeletons as well, just in case it gets hit out of range or whatever. And then I just go cannon, I believe, as well, just to stall. He might get like 1 Flying Machine hit. No, I actually go E-Spirit, even to prevent that. Queen, log, I don't even need to rocket now. I could have rocketed, but I want to just full defend, because even if he fireballs, it's not going to be enough. It's not going to do that much compared to how much I was already up. And I start BMing him, because obviously he's playing recruits. You have to be a recruits player, right? So that is it, I guess. That is a nice win, though. Really proud of that one, honestly. Kind of a short little matchup analysis there, but I hope this helps you guys out, because I know this is kind of a tough matchup for sure. And I hope I gave you a pretty decent blueprint of how to play it again. I feel like single elixir is a good punish time. If they waste recruits, if they waste like a Flying Machine, you can try and go in. If you can go Valk on the Pigs, they might not expect you to have Valk. Say they go like Pigs, Barb Barrel, or something on your Xbow, or like Goblin Cage, Pigs, Barb Barrel, you can Valk, log, and pretty much get a lock, so it's pretty good. And again, try and save Queen for the Flying Machine every single time. You guys will notice I only rocketed the Flying Machine once this whole game, and that was because I had to, because he played it kind of smart down low. But if you can snipe the Flying Machine with your Queen, definitely going to be the right play in most situations. So yeah, that's pretty much going to be my advice for this matchup, though, guys. Sometimes they have a Golden Knight, which should be kind of annoying, but you should be able to deal with it by placing your troops a bit more carefully. And sometimes they have arrows, which is actually good for you. Like Barb Barrel arrows is better for you than Barb Barrel Fireball, because they can't actually get much direct damage. So if you can just full defend, you're going to be able to outdamage them. And again, Rocket Cycle is going to be your main source of damage, unless you can get a lock by punishing them. But if you can't, don't be afraid. Just defense Expo and try and rocket once you are up in the situation or up in Elixir. But yeah, that's pretty much going to do it, guys. So I hope you enjoyed the brief little matchup analysis. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Take care, and I will see you in the next one.